All right, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, Trinidad and Tobago, boy, everybody tuned into Mikey Live. We want to say thank you for logging in. Thank you for viewing. Of course, we have a lot of things to tell you about. It is no ordinary night. Of course, tomorrow, God's willing, is going to be a holiday that is Corpus Christi. And so those of you who were planning on doing some planting tomorrow, you might just be getting your wish. A little bit of rain today. Well, more than just a little bit. We had a good bit of rain today. We're going to be talking about that. Somewhat a little tropical wave, we got like a touch, but I small thing. We really wanted the water, so we got that. Folks, we have a lot of things to tell you about. We want to talk to the people who are viewing on WPG10. We want to say thank you and welcome to the viewers on WPG10 here in Grenada and the rest of the Caribbean as well. We want to say hello to those of you who are on Facebook. Viewers, you are special to us, so thank you. And we want to remind you to share the program, because when you share the program, that's how everyone else gets to know that we are live and that the program has started as well. Those of you who are on YouTube, big up all the whole status. Yeah? Now, folks, let's talk about what is making headlines here in Grenada and the Caribbean. Shakim Thomas is wanted by police. We will tell you why. He's a man on firearm and ammunition charges, and he has been remanded. It's been a while since we have had a case like this. We're going to explain it to you in a moment. Firearms and ammunition was seized by police. A special operation yielded firearms and ammunition. Tropical wave affects Grenada, and as well, 4 suspects to face charges for causing the crash of Malaysian Airlines Flight 17. That crashed a couple of years ago and they couldn't find the plane, and you know what? So investigators believe they have the men responsible. Listen, boy, people in St. Lucia are getting ready for parking meters. But here how it is. It's parking meters with a twist. You can actually stay home, they say, pay for your meter. You know what I mean? And I'm guessing if you can stay home and pay for your meter, it means that your park will be waiting. Probably, I don't know. When you go in town, you just see mark up occupied, even there's no vehicle there. You know what I mean? When you go, I don't know. It's very interesting, but we have a story on that to tell you about. And we have a lot more things to tell you about, all right? So brace all yourself. We're going to have a nice time on the program, okay? We want to let you know that the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of Duty Free Caribbean, Colombian Emeralds International, and WPG10. We're taking a break. When we come back, it's real news in Olili Lolo. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
We all look forward to our retirement, enjoying our golden years with family, friends, and loved ones. The best way to secure an income during retirement is through investments, savings, and an NIS pension. Thanks to improvements in healthcare, Grenadians are living longer, healthier lives. These years also need to be covered by a pension to guarantee a comfortable life. Today you contribute 9% and retire at age 60, but as benefit expenses continue to rise and with longer lifespans, the NIS won't be able to provide pensions and other social security benefits at this rate. To continue providing benefits, the NIS will need to increase the contribution rate from 9% to 11%, a 2% overall increase shared between you and your employer. The retirement age will gradually increase from 60 to 65 over an extended period. Let's put this into perspective. If you earn $1,500 today, your contribution is $60 and your employer pays $75. With a 2% increase shared between you and your employer, you'll now pay $75 and your employer will pay $90. That's only a $15 increase. These are the types of social security changes being made worldwide. In fact, Grenada has one of the lowest pension age and contribution rate in the region. With these small changes, you'll be able to continue enjoying all Social Security benefits and retire between age 60 and 65 with the guarantee of a pension from the NIS. If these adjustments aren't made now, then by 2035, the NIS will need to increase your contribution rate to 22.5%. So, what can you do? Support the incremental changes and continue with the solidarity of the Grenadian people. A little change today for a convenient, happy future.
The Courts Home event is finally here. Now is the time to get all you need for your home. Create your sweet retreat with our bedroom ranges. Level up the family room with high-definition TVs, entertainment systems, comfy sofas or sectionals. Enjoy more home dining with a new set. Getting into home fitness? We've got that too. And find something shiny and new for your kitchen. All at the Courts Home event, where we have it all.
The 3rd Annual Caribbean Comedy Show. Saturday, August 17th at Spice Basket. Stay locked for more.
I ultimate got glass. You see what I've done with it? You want to swear it razor grass. Look, I am a very, very serious man.
All right, the man is a very, very serious man. Okay, so those of you who are viewing for the first time, we want to officially welcome you to the program as we get right into the news for tonight. Now, for folks, the first thing, no stranger to prestigious accolades, Grenada's premier all-inclusive luxury resort, the Spice Isle Beach Resort, has once again been bestowed the coveted 6-star Diamond Award by the American Academy of Hospitality Services. Now, the family-owned and operated retreat received this prominent award on Friday, June 14th, during a special cocktail reception and celebratory dinner held at the Trump National Golf Club, Bedminster in New Jersey. You understand? So this was a really, really big deal for the Spice Island, the beach resort. All right. It said that we are honored to be recognized for the past 6 years with the prestigious AAHS 6-star Diamond Award, a true benchmark for the luxury travel sector. That's according to Sir Royston Hopkins, KCMG, chairman and managing director of the Spice Island Beach Resort. You know, so I mean, it's worth noticing. You know, when you, I mean, like every year, the Spice Island Beach Resort, well, not every month, you know what I mean, keep making themselves proud, and by extension, Grenada. We are moving on. In fact, folks, you can see more of that on our website, mikeylive.com. Now, the Inland Revenue Division wishes to thank all its valued taxpayers who have taken advantage of the services provided by the Outreach Office initiative, which has been conducted in the parish of St. David, St. Andrew, and Carriacou over the past few weeks. Now, this week, the Outreach Office team, they moved to St. John and St. Patrick to serve their valued customers there. Both parishes will be served on Friday, 21st June. Now, in St. John, the Outreach Office team will be at the Grove Nutmeg Pool from 9 a.m. and in St. Patrick, they will be at the District Revenue Office in the Sutter's from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Inland Revenue Division is encouraging persons in these areas to take the opportunity to make tax payments on all tax types, register businesses, file objections to property tax, and to obtain clarity or information on any tax-related matter. Now, next week, the team will be in St. George's for the last leg of the Outreach Office initiative at Wall Street in Grandans on June 28th, and will culminate the outreach on June 29th at the Melville Street close to the NS car park. That will be between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. on both days. All right. Now, speaking of that boy, the Inland Revenue and the RGPF push compliance, a way to safeguard the motor rental business. We were telling you that they were scheduled to have a meeting and all that sort of stuff, right? Now, bridging the gap and safeguarding the industry was some of the sentiments expressed by officials of the Inland Revenue Division and the Royal Grenada Police Force, the RGPF, when they met with motor vehicle rental operators recently. Now, the meeting was part of continued efforts by the IRD and the RGPF to educate operators in the transportation sector as it relates to compliance issues. They were encouraged to do their business the correct way. Now, the Mr. Randy Boyk Cadet, he's the Deputy Controller of the Inland Revenue Department. He indicated that government would like to have more people in the tax net and paying their fair share. It is important for the IRD to educate the public, they say, improve its service delivery and enforce the various laws that govern its operation. He also noted that the IRD has taken a zero-tolerance approach to deal with non-compliance, especially as it relates to the VAT. Now, the registration process was also outlined. Now, the RGPF representatives included the Traffic Department, License and Drug Squad. Now, they highlighted a number of problematic issues and other things to consider when renting vehicles, and these include problems like operators renting to underage and non-holders of driver's license the vehicles, yes, as well as vehicles not being up to standard. And they're saying that it's causing a serious problem. That could also result in a lot of accidents on the road and things like that. Just renting your vehicle to every and anybody. You understand? You don't care whether they are licensed, you don't care how old they are. And so they say it was a very interesting discussion. Very, very interesting discussion. They say operators have until August 2019 to pay their license, which is $300 annually. And based on the spirited feedback coming from the meeting, the government officials have scheduled to meet with the executive of the Motor Vehicle Rental Association, which has been dormant for some time. So they say that this meeting will be held on July 16, 2019. Right? Oh yeah, World Skills Competition. Now, we were telling you that they were going to be having this for 2 days. It was the first time that they're going to be doing it. In fact, they did it yesterday, and today we just come out there. See, I still dress. We just come out there. You know what I mean? It was a very, very, very interesting session. You understand? And after the session, they had a little display of some of the fashion and stuff that came out of it, because you know it was several areas, and we'll talk about that in a moment. So the National Training Agency was in charge of that, and it just hosted this for the first time. World Skills Grenada Competition. 2 days, yesterday and today at the TMR Community College Hospitality Department. Now, the competition modeled on World Skills International, a global competition. Now, the event was staged under the theme showcasing youth skills for employment. Now, it featured competitors between the ages of 17 and 25. They competed for supremacy in cooking, fashion technology, graphic design technology, and beauty therapy. They had other exhibition displays including robotics, cosmetology, bartending, baking, and a whole list of things. You understand? Now, it's a competition aimed at showcasing the technical competencies of young Grenadians in a variety of skilled areas. Now, the hope is that a live vocational competition such as this will nurture a passion for skills and the pursuit of excellence while developing a system of benchmarking against global standards. It is also an opportunity for influencing strong collaborations between the industry, government, and educators to build a world-class skills training system. Minister Pamela Moses at the event expressed her satisfaction in what she witnessed over the past 2 days and believes that the Grenada is well on its way to international, international recognition. You understand? She says based on what she has seen, she's proud and is happy of the standard of work that she would have seen so far?
Participants, I stand here again very proud of what has happened here over the last 2 days. It is a first start, we are fully aware of that, but you are learning what it is like to prepare for a competition at a very high level. We may not be ready for World Skills Americas as of today, but we hope that if we keep working together, keep training you, keep enlightening and empowering you, keep having workshops for you as was recommended here today, that Grenada will definitely be the first island in the OECS to not only take part in World Skills Americas, but to aim for World Skills International, and of course come back with tremendous medals. We look forward to that. What I see here today is surely an indication that we have potential. It means that as a government, as a ministry, we'll continue to work along with the NTA and all the team to continue this that we have started so that we can achieve this dream, not just for our country, but for our future generation. And we look forward to expanding our categories to robotics and all other areas. So once more, I commend each and every one of you that has helped to make this day possible. And
Yeah, man. No problem. You know what I mean? Small thing. All right. All here. We're moving on. The Grenada netball team, we want to keep following them. Grenada goes into the second round of the OECS ECCB netball tournament, holding on to 6 points from 4 games. Grenada fell 2 points short of the front runners, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the host, which ended their first round unbeaten. But a small thing. I think Grenada's supposed to be coming up against St. Lucia today. All right, so we'll see. We'll try to find out what the outcome was. All right, let's get into some police news now. Police wants your help in finding a wanted man. Well, once you reach on Mikey live place mashup, the man might knock on my door too. You never know. So Mikey are ready to go back. Police are seeking the assistance of the general public in locating Shakim Thomas, 22 years old. He's unemployed of Upper St. John St. Andrew. Now, Thomas is wanted for questioning in relations to the offense of housebreaking and stealing. He's approximately 5 feet 7 inches tall, medium built, dark in complexion with brown eyes and black hair. Now, anyone seeing Shakim Thomas or has any information in relations to his whereabouts, you're asked to contact the South St. George Police Station at 444-4454. That's 444-4454. The Criminal Investigations Department at 440-3921, or you may also call 439-5583. Police Emergency at 911. Police Hotline at 444-1958, or the nearest police station. All right, so you all had a good look. All right, and they organize all yourself. Right, good. Yes, for partner, you know what I mean, when you hear police put out thing, the best thing to do is just go and say, okay, here I am. You know what I mean, because you don't want to really get mixed up and things. Because them police and them serious, you know what I mean? So do yourself a favor, partners, and organize yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, make it easy for everybody because the police jet. You know what I mean, guy? Alright. So, we have to tell you this story from the police. Leron Bethel, 34 years old boat builder residing in Woburn, St. George, who appeared at the St. George's Magistrates Court today, charged with possession of illegal firearm and ammunition, has been remanded to Her Majesty's prisons until the 28th of June 2019. All right. In addition to this, we have to tell you about guns and ammunition. We give a bigger picture. They'll see what happening on the program. Alright? Officers attached to the drug squad in its latest anti-drug operations have removed 2 firearms and a quantity of ammunition off the streets. A search at the home of a Woburn St. George resident on Monday, 17 June 2019, led to the confiscation of 1 Glock 17 9mm pistol, 1 Glock 22.40 pistol, 89 rounds of .40 ammunition, 51 rounds of 9mm ammunition, and 13 rounds of .22 ammunition. Charges of possession of illegal firearms and ammunition were laid against Leron Bethel, a 34-year-old boat builder residing at Woburn St. George, in relation to the said confiscation. He will be appearing at the St. George's Magistrates Court. Well, he did already. Meanwhile, there's another boy. Whoa, you don't see that boy? No. Anyway, let me leave that talk. Let me move on. Let me leave that talk there because I said me making joke with them can have business. During another police operation on Monday, 17 June 2019, 90 pounds of cannabis was seized from a boat plying the Grenada to Carriacou route. They say that police investigation into this continue. All right. Anyway, leave that talk there too. Me ain't playing that right now. Me not nothing to say. You know what I mean? Me not nothing to say. You know? I just reading them people news. I just read with news. And yes, next story. Oh yeah. Today was not ordinary day, but all get rain in all the lily lolo. You know, that was due to a tropical wave passing in the area. You know what I mean? Let me get a better thing for it for all you. You understand? That was earlier today. You can see the timestamp on your screen. Heavy downpour, windy conditions persisted for most of the morning period, heading into early afternoon. Today, people want to know what's going on. You know, so we got like a water, all the pain, all the thing. You know what I mean? Like water, all the complain every time about Nice and Nas and Nawasa this and all get water now. You know what I mean? And all of my get some more. So we have to say thank God. See, God knows what it does well because you know in preparation for Corpus Christi, the Most High made sure that your grounds like a monster come out and buy me like a glove and thing today because I want to make sure tomorrow I'm gonna plant. You know what I mean? Yeah, gonna plant and organize and thing like that. You know what I mean? Yes. So earlier we got like a water. So nothing to talk about, you know. We needed it. You know what I mean? So yes. We will keep all the posted, you know. Mikey Live is like the weather channel when you hear June and thing come. So we're making preparations so that we go have a little sophisticated weather thing on the side of our screen and thing, you know what I mean? Like how they else do it on CNN and thing. Don't play with us, you know, technology, you know. Yes, anyway, although I received my first polymer note today. Alright? Look at this. You know they are in $50 so far. And then are you seeing it properly? Are you thinking so? Right. Listen. I don't spend it. Listen, I almost clean out my bank account today because I had to go and pay somebody some money now. I try to pull out 100. 2 polymer 50 say come out. So I say, you know what I mean? I go keep that. I hold one for myself and give me this one. So I got to show up again and get another 100 or to get and pay the people. When I push the thing in the machine again to get all money because I ain't give nobody no polymer. More polymer come out. I put it on the side again. I say, alright. I don't give it nobody me polymer. Let me go back again. I show it again. Give me $100. I want all money because if new polymer come in, I can't give nobody that because it's nice. You know what I mean? More shove, more new money come out. I get vexed and I go, man. You know what I mean? Because well, I don't want listen. Anyway, let me leave that talk. But if it is nice, you know, you can do it all kind of thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Then people say, well, what about you doing it? You don't know what you're doing now. Miss, all I want is I want old money. Because as long as them new money coming out, I keep it, I hide it below my mattress. You know what I mean? Yeah, keep it as souvenir. That's the first set of polymer notes on the market. You can't go and spend that. You have to hold it. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's leave that topic. How are we looking for time? I could give you all another story before I take a break. I could give you all another story before I take a break. I'll give. Alright, because we have to tell all about the suspects who they caught as responsible for the Malaysian airline, the Malaysian flight. 17. Yeah. So we had to tell all about that. We had to also tell all about the parking meters in St. Lucia. And I'm telling you this about the parking meters because I want Grenada to get on board. I think it's a new and innovative way of managing traffic and of course making a little money on the side for the country. So let me take a quick break, and when I come back, we go talk more about that kind of thing on them. Alright? Hold on, I'll come in.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
For me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
And so it begins, a journey like no other. Jungles so lush, they make emeralds jealous. Water that sparkles like diamonds. Mountains with more facets than precious gems. This is where good times are had, where love is strengthened, where memories are formed. And when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will never fade. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
The Courts Home event is finally here. Now's the time to get all you need for your home. Create your sweet retreat with our bedroom ranges. Level up the family room with high-definition TVs, entertainment systems, comfy sofas or sectionals. Enjoy more home dining with a new set. Getting into home fitness? We've got that too. And find something shiny and new for your kitchen. All at the Courts Home event, where we have it all.
We all look forward to our retirement, enjoying our golden years with family, friends, and loved ones. The best way to secure an income during retirement is through investments, savings, and an NIS pension. Thanks to improvements in healthcare, Grenadians are living longer, healthier lives. These years also need to be covered by a pension to guarantee a comfortable life. Today you contribute 9% and retire at age 60. But as benefit expenses continue to rise, and with longer lifespans, the NIS won't be able to provide pensions and other social security benefits at this rate. To continue providing benefits, the NIS will need to increase the contribution rate from 9% to 11%, a 2% overall increase shared between you and your employer. The retirement age will gradually increase from 60 to 65 over an extended period. Let's put this into perspective. If you earn $1,500 today, your contribution is $60 and your employer pays $75. With a 2% increase shared between you and your employer, you'll now pay $75 and your employer will pay $90. That's only a $15 increase. These are the types of social security changes being made worldwide. In fact, Grenada has one of the lowest pension age and contribution rates in the region. With these small changes, you'll be able to continue enjoying all social security benefits and retire between age 60 and 65 with the guarantee of a pension from the NIS. If these adjustments aren't made now, then by 2035, the NIS will need to increase your contribution rate to 22.5%. So, what can you do? Support the incremental changes and continue with the solidarity of the Grenadian people. A little change today for a convenient, happy future.
This is your year of mega breakthrough. Don't miss the prophetic camp meeting with international guest speaker Prophet Janelle Brown in Grenada at the Grenada Youth Cultural and Recreational Center, Morne Rouge, Grenance. Friday, June 21st at 6:30 p.m. Saturday, June 22nd at 6:30 p.m. and Sunday, June 23rd at 6:30 p.m. Come believing God for your healing and breakthrough. This is your year of mega breakthrough.
We all look forward to our retirement.
Right. Welcome back, folks. And so let's get into some more news on the program. Before we tell you about those suspects for the crashing of the Flight 17, emphasis is being placed on biosafety by the Ministry of Agriculture. And this is something that we wanted to share with you. Here's a special report by Karima Lewis.
With the growing existence of biotechnology and the fight to mitigate genetically modified organisms, the Ministry of Agriculture and other stakeholder organizations are embarking on several initiatives to develop greater awareness on this issue. As part of Grenada's commitment under the Cartagena Protocol on Biosafety, a 2-day training workshop was held at the Grenada Boys Secondary School to highlight Grenada's obligation to the signed protocol. This protocol is an international agreement which aims to ensure the safe handling, transport and use of living modified organisms resulting from the modern biotechnology that may have adverse effects on biological diversity, which is also a considered risk to humans. Grenada, being a signatory to that protocol, is required to exchange information on biosafety through the Biosafety Clearinghouse so that other parties and interested persons can access the information. During the 2-day training held on June 18 and 19, Cartagena Protocol Regional Advisor Fred Phillips engaged participants, thus underscoring Grenada's role in ensuring that the obligation under the protocol is kept. Chief Agricultural Officer in the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands and the National Focal Point for Biosafety in Grenada, Daniel Lewis, explained Grenada's involvement in biosafety according to the Cartagena Protocol.
Parties or countries have certain obligations that they have to put in place. Obligations such as putting in the necessary legal and institutional framework in place, because the existing laws of those countries or parties do not adequately address GMOs, genetically modified organisms. So you have to, so in that regard, Grenada was fortunate to have received support from a regional capacity building project, which was funded by the Global Environmental Environment Facility. And also UNEP was the executing agency, and UE Trinidad, and therefore we developed a draft biosafety bill which is presently before the Ministry of Legal Affairs, and we hope that at some stage, not too long from now, this could be made into a law of Grenada, and in so doing it would allow proper implementation of the protocol, so that we'd have when people make requests or institutions make requests to bring in, let us say, GMOs, for example. If that is the case, we'd have to have the proper risk assessment and risk management in place to ensure that whatever we consider to be deleterious on the environment, the natural environment and people's health and so forth, that we could say no, because we have done our part.
The representatives from the Ministry of Agriculture, GCNA, Customs Division, Grenada Bureau of Standards, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, Grenada Cocoa Association, Tourism, and Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SIEP, all have a part to play in the successful implementation of the protocol, Lewis explained.
The importance of the BCA training is precisely to arm the participants with the knowledge of accessing information on the Biosafety Clearinghouse of the CBD, so that in future, when applications are made and people are in doubt, you could access and see what other countries, what were the the perspective or the decision made by other countries, and what are the reasons for making those decisions. That's precisely why the BCH, accessing information on the BCH, placing information on the BCH is so important. And it is in this context we could see the importance of this training workshop here today. For example, border control, which are the customs, they're an important stakeholder. And because remember, if anything's coming into Grenada, they are the first one that interface. So they could allot, Ministry of Agriculture, which is the focal point for biosafety in Grenada. So that's why I think the most important thing is information capacity building.
Thank you very much, Karima, for that report. All right, folks, we are moving on. So there are 4 persons. Let me show you their pictures. All right, not that it will really matter, but still, at least you have an idea as to what they look like. All right, currently on your screen. 4 persons will be charged with murder and causing the crash of the Malaysian Airlines Flight 17, 5 years after the plane was shot down in eastern Ukraine, killing 298 people. International investigators said today. Now, the Joint Investigation Team, the JIT, said it will issue national and international arrest warrants for the 4 suspects. There are 3 Russians and 1 Ukrainian. The flight was on its way from Amsterdam to the Malaysian capital, Kuala Lumpur, in July of 2014 when it was shot out of the sky over territory held by pro-Russian separatists. Now, according to investigators, this is a very interesting development. Now, they're saying one of the persons had no military background, but is believed to have led a combat unit in July of 2014. Now, they are looking into all of the suspects, and they believe that they have those who are responsible for the crashing. All 4 are charged with causing the crash of MH17, leading to the death of all the people on board, and murdering 298 passengers of flight MH17. Now, they are saying that the trial of the 4 men will take place on March 9th, 2020. Yeah? Very interesting. Now, speaking of interesting, I want to share this with you. Parking meters in St. Lucia. Here's a report.
Motorists will be able to use their mobile devices to pay in advance online for parking terminals in Castries. Castries Mayor Peterson Francis revealed that the Castries Constituency Council (CCC) was waiting for the final go-ahead from the Development Control Authority. He says the parking terminals should be installed in the capital in the next 2 to 3 months.
You'll be able to go to your phone, whether in Castries or any park, and scan and get a parking spot, and also you'll be able to pay online. So let's say, for instance, as soon as that place comes, when we have jars, we have anything up north and people parking everywhere and so on, and that will be something of the past. So they're free, so you could leave your home at whatever time. You have to rush to go anywhere. If something starts at 7, you go there since 3 o'clock in the afternoon to see where you could park. That is something that we're going to rectify.
The CCC is looking to erect terminals on 10 streets with 1 terminal on each street. Francis says the Transport Minister can also declare any location a parking area.
If something is happening in Grozily and you have a yard large enough to accommodate vehicles, the Minister could declare that area a parking area. And obviously, it's not that they are taking over your land. You will be compensated whatever happened there. So that is the good news we have on parking island-wide, because any place they're going to have activities, we can do that. So because you know that we need a the revenue to fix roads and do things.
The Castries mayor stated that revenue generated from the parking terminals will be invested in cleaning up the capital and training of city police officers.
They meant to bring back some scholarships for the citizens of our four constituencies that we operate with. Have better equipment to make sure that we collect, our garbage. Okay, so probably might not have to wait on solid waste, or maybe that we'll pull up the slack. So all these things will improvement of the city. One of the major priority will be getting more city police and trained. So these are some of the things that we're going to do with the revenue we get.
Peterson Francis says although the rates have not been officially decided, motorists may pay $3 to $5 per hour for parking. He says the terminals will not be erected in non-parking areas like the Chaussee Road, Jeremy and Brazil streets. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.
Yeah, man, that's a very interesting one, right? Yeah, I know. And I'm only showing this because I think, we can take an idea from this. Yeah, we can take a page from that book because I think I like it. All right, folks, what we have for you now, I see that we are running out of time. We have just a little longer an hour for you guys. So let's just jump right into the national report for tonight.
Construction of Guelph Polyclinic ahead of schedule. Details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, June 19th, I am Rakisha St. Louis. 8 months after the ceremonial sod turning on October 26, 2018, by government and EU officials, the Guelph Health Center has risen from the dust, with construction ahead of schedule and eyes focused on the model health facility, which is expected to be the only government polyclinic on island. We get more in this Kevil Frederick report.
Led by a team of engineers, architects, and the representatives of the Chinese construction firm Xingdong Fire Young Caribbean Construction Group, Health Minister the Honorable Nicholas Steele accompanied a delegation from him. During the 2018 election campaign, the Kate Mitchell ruling New National Party did promise the people of St. John and St. Mark that the Guelph Health Center would be reconstructed bigger and better. And from all indications thus far, the 3-story polyclinic is well on the way to becoming another government promise signed, sealed and delivered. His ministry, as well as officials from the Ministry of Works and the European Union Development Fund within the Ministry of Finance, on a tour of the Guelph Health Center project site. At the start of the visit, Lorna Charles, an architect from the Ministry of Works, shared some insights on the project.
This is going to be the principal parking lot for the area. And as you come into the parking lot now, we have a little bridge where you would access the actual upstairs, or what we call the second floor of the building. Because we go basement, ground floor, first floor and second floor. So as you enter here, you would have all the services. We are going to put a staircase here so that you can access the ground floor, and you have an extra entrance, escape, emergency access, whatever you want to call it.
Having toured the project from top to bottom and being part of the discussions with the experts, the health minister told our GAS team,
the project is ahead of schedule with respect to the contractor. It's actually based on schedule now, 8 months ahead of schedule. We're hoping to maintain that advancement on it to deliver this project ahead of schedule and within budget.
During the 2018 election campaign, the Kate Mitchell ruling New National Party did promise the people of St. John and St. Mark that the Guelph Health Center would be reconstructed bigger and better. And from all indications thus far, the 3-story polyclinic is well on the way to becoming another government promise signed, sealed and delivered.
I am happy that we started. I have made public comments that it was long overdue in terms of the starting. But once started, with the contractor working hand in hand with us, we are ahead of schedule with respect to the time for construction. But the people of St. John's, St. Mark's will have their polyclinic in 2020.
The island's health minister is confident that the soon-to-be polyclinic will improve the delivery of care to all those who access services.
It will serve the community better. It will reduce the need for individuals to go all the way to the general hospital. It will increase the time, the efficiency with respect to reducing the time between incident and getting to care, because this facility is central to the St. John, St. Mark's community. So it will benefit. It is a more efficient structure. We have been working hand in hand with the European Union and Pan American Health Organization on. Also to mention that this facility is also a smart facility with respect to its climate resilience, its ability to withstand a disaster. So it will be up and running based on its design. It is meant to be up and running post-disaster to serve this community, or to continue to serve this community.
Nicole Garaway-Forsyth, one of the EU's representatives who also toured the project, told GIS her team was satisfied with the level of progress thus far.
We're very happy to see the progress that has been made thus far. This site visit here today allowed us to really identify some of the issues, to also to assess the work that has been undertaken, and really to get a better idea, a heightened appreciation of the work that is left to be undertaken under this project.
She described the project as a win for Grenada.
The European Union, we're very pleased to partner with the government of Grenada, and we earnestly believe that this is a win for the government and people of Grenada.
Meanwhile, with all eyes focused on the new development currently taking place in the nation's fishing capital, government and private technical experts say they are hoping to keep the momentum to deliver the project ahead of schedule without sacrificing the quality with respect to the specifications and requirements of the building. I am Kevin Frederick reporting for the National Report.
Minister for Trade, Industry, Cooperatives and CARICOM Affairs, Honorable Oliver Joseph, has promised Grenada's unwavering commitment and support following its historic election to the United Nations Security Council. He was speaking at the 4th sitting of the OECS Assembly in Antigua this week. St. Vincent and the Grenadines was elected to the seat that is allocated to the group of Latin America and Caribbean states for the period of January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2021, with the support of 185 member states, over 90% of the United Nations membership. The voting took place at the United Nations headquarters in New York earlier this month. Minister Joseph described the victory as one for all small island states.
St. Vincent, you're a sign of hope for all small island developing states. And we in Grenada pledge our full support to you as you start your 2-year journey on the Security Council. Rest assured, and I may say the rest of the OECS, you have our full support as you make your mark, and I have no doubt that you will do a good job.
The other 4 countries that have been elected to the United Nations' most powerful body are Estonia, Niger, Tunisia, and Vietnam. This is the National Report. We'll have more news after the break.
Every summer, the Spice Island of Grenada is transformed into the Caribbean's biggest party, Spice Man.
Foreigners from all over coming down to Grenada.
Come experience the warmth of our people, trending team fats, the revelry, the pageantry, and why we are the Jab Nation. The Kids Our Future shines on August 3rd in the Children's Carnival Frolic and the Junior Calypso Show. 7 beauties take center stage as the Queen of Carnival is crowned on majestic Thursday, August 8th. The prestigious Soca and Groovy Monarchs are crowned on Carnival Friday night, August 9th. Enjoy the pulsating rhythms of the steel pan at the Junior and Senior Panorama on Carnival Saturday, August 10th, and Real Steel, August 17th. The March Gras crowns the Calypso Monarch on Carnival Sunday, August 11th. 2 days of frolicking in the Caribbean sun kicks off on Monday morning, August 12th, with the biggest juve in the world. Followed by pageant and Monday night mass. The creativity and splendor of our mass parades on the road Carnival Tuesday, August 13th. Join us in the Jab Nation of Grenada, August 8th to 12th for Spice Mass 2019. Many events, one carnival.
Welcome back. Building a highly competent and skilled workforce. That is the objective of the 2-day World Skills Grenada competition, which was held at Tamsisi's Hospitality Center. It was held under the theme Showcasing Youth Skills for Employment, with competition focused in 4 broad areas. Details from Annette Moore.
The WorldSkills Grenada competition is modeled after the WorldSkills International competition, which is focused on skills excellence and youth development, geared at building confidence, empowering communities, and helping to fuel economies.
What I'm very impressed with is that we had so many people come to assist us in terms of volunteers. We had all our judges, we have had coaches, experts, student volunteers, industry experts in the field, you media people, a lot of people have come forward to assist us in making sure that this competition is a success.
The WorldSkills Grenada competition is intended to showcase the technical competencies of young Grenadians in 4 skill areas. In this year's event, competitors between the ages of 17 and 25 years old competed in the areas of cooking, fashion technology, graphic design technology, and beauty therapy. Participants shared how they were progressing on the first day of competition, and the judges also provided feedback.
Today's event was good, but there is areas that could be developed. There is things that could be done to, get the participants up to speed.
The competition helps us with speed, time management, and thinking on the spot, because when we got the criteria, we had to think about what we wanted to do, each sauce, each everything, what we putting into this and that.
Today's event, we have to produce a dress-like form, gown, high fashion, couture styling. So I did my design. We had to sketch. The first part is sketching out the design, and then we meet with the models. We take the measurement to assure that everything is okay. Right. So then we draft. After the sketching, we draft. That's the phase that we're in here now. We have about an hour and a half to do both, and then after that we do the cutting. There's a cutting of the pattern, and then after we sew, which is tomorrow because it's 2 days of competition.
Beauty participants were also enthusiastic about their experience.
They had us make a video of doing a facial and somebody here, and then we had to send the video to them. So that's how I make it to here.
Certain things we didn't know, so we had to take extra time. We had to practice, we had to take notes, we had to revise, still research after.
Today it played out really good. I was able to finish all my tasks on time. The competition itself, it can be a little challenging. It was at the beginning for me.
And I'm looking forward to doing my best, and I guess may the best win.
I'm happy to see things like this. I'm happy to see young people given a chance to hone their skills, especially in the beauty aspect of the business. I was very impressed with what I saw here today. There's always room for improvement, as I always say, but the first step is to doing it right, and I think that they have that well set.
I've been cutting it very close with the time constraint. I had higher expectations for one, to start a little earlier, but also not to have so many tasks at hand, because I have to create a logo, create postcards, and then I still have to create a booklet and so on, and it's a lot. So time is of the essence.
Other exhibition displays included robotics, cosmetology, bartending, baking, the Internet of Things, bow tie craft, massage, facials, and more.
This being the first World Skills in Grenada, from today, even at this point, we have learned a lot, and we are seeing a number of areas that we need to improve on. And for tomorrow, please the Lord, there are some areas we are definitely going to work on to improve, to ensure that the competition starts on time and the participants has the best experience ever in this World Skills.
Grenada became a member of World Skills Americas in July 2018 and will be eligible to send participants to World Skills Americas competitions when they are held every 2 years. For the National Report, I'm Manette Moore.
That story just ended the National Report for today, Wednesday, June 19th. Let's recap the top story. Construction of Guav Polyclinic ahead of schedule. On behalf of everyone here at the Government Information Service who made this newscast possible, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Alrighty folks, thank you very much, and let's take a look at the weather, see what's going on right there. So we see precipitation just about 13%, humidity 84%, winds about 11 miles per hour. That's the generic for you. But then let's take a look at what we receive from the Met Office. All right, there's a chance of some showers, a medium chance of some thunder, and the minimum temperature is expected to be about 24.5 degrees Celsius, winds easterly to southeasterly at 16 to 26 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough, waves up to 9 feet in open waters. A marine advisory is in effect. And for tomorrow, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy with a low chance of some morning showers. The low 25.5 degrees Celsius, the high 31.5 degrees Celsius, winds easterly to southeasterly 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher times. Seas moderate, waves up to 8 feet in open waters, and a small craft advisory is in effect for tomorrow. All right, and that's your weather report. And just before we leave, we want to say big up to all the regular viewers of the Mikey Life program. We want you to know that we appreciate you all the time, every one of you. Tonight, we don't even need to mention any names because we are saying each and every one of you are in our thoughts and prayers, and we wish you all the best for the holiday tomorrow, Corpus Christi. Whatever it is that you plan on doing, hope that you will enjoy to the fullest. God bless you and your family until we meet again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No! Good night, everyone. And those of you viewing on WPG10, good night. Goodbye.